The desire to not exist. What exactly is it? Why do you feel it? And most importantly, how do you get rid of it? Because if you constantly daydream about how peaceful life would be if you stopped existing, it's gonna make you go insane. Insanely depressed to the point of no return. See, I went through the same mental state that you're in right now. I was bleeding, in therapy, hospitalized because of how silly my thoughts were in trying to make the desire to not exist actually happen. Now though, I love life and I don't want to die. So that means you too, after watching this video, will know how to love life to where nothing pains you. You will not suffer after watching this video. Now, what is the desire to not exist? For me, it's when there isn't really any reason to keep going. When I'm just tired from every minor thing that makes me go insane. Not tired where I'm like a little sleep deprived, hee hee, I'm so tired. It's like when life in its entirety makes me feel like my mind is breaking apart. And no matter what I do, I can't get out of the loop of failure, suffering, confusion, and hopelessness I feel, wondering why I am the way I am, doubting whether or not my life will actually get better like how everyone else says it should. Everyone's like, oh, your life will get better. Just hold on, bro. Just don't kill yourself. Let me hug you. I'm gonna give you a hug. Talk to me about... Like, that just makes me even more fucking depressed. That just makes me more likely to die. Because, like, no, it's not gonna get better. Like, if it was gonna get better, it should have fucking happened by now. So it would be ideal if I didn't have to go through this mental agony in the first place, or in other words, to not exist at all. But I am already existing. So if I really want to end my suffering, then the next best thing is suicide. Why do I feel this way? Why is my life so agonizing? Everyone who's like, oh, I understand you, has no idea what the fuck is actually going on inside my head. Why? Why do I want to die? Why do I have to go through this mental illness? Life is genuinely just so unbearable. Like, I don't want to exist. So I always go on like video games, shut myself in my room and rot in my bed to try and feel some kind of comfort. But when I'm forced to do anything else, then I just break down. I always go on video games, binge watch anime, rot in my bed, OD on pills, scroll shorts all day to where my attention span is so fried, just so I can feel comfort. That's it. I find comfort in the habits that waste my life because I'm actually kind of good at doing them. I'm familiar with them. Like, I am good at Apex. I was master's rank at some point, and I feel good when I win at Apex. It takes my mind off of the fact that I am a failure in real life. So if I became good at life, good at grinding the gym, good at grinding focus, good at business, good at productivity, good at school, good at every single aspect of life, then I would find comfort in life. Like, if I was good at the skills that would make my life easy, then I wouldn't have to suffer. My dad won't hurt me because I would be at a point where I'm so successful I could just fucking leave his ass. School wouldn't drive me insane because instead of rotting in my bed and procrastinating, I would be so fucking productive to where I could get it done in like 6 minutes and genuinely not give a fuck. Like, it wouldn't pain me. If I was good at being locked in, if I was locked in, if I didn't make mistakes, if I was a demon at life, life would actually be fun to exist. It's why I like video games so much. Every time I hit a beam in Apex Legends or a one tap in CSGO, like, I feel comfort. Every time the newest episode of anime has aired, I feel comfort because it's like I'm included in some kind of social lore or some shit. If I was good at life, I would find comfort in life and life would actually be fun to exist. I wouldn't want to die. Okay, but how do I get good at life? How do I lock in if I literally cannot imagine myself doing something hard, doing anything else other than rot? If I tried to do something with my life, it would end spectacularly because I would kind of make progress. Then after fighting the voice in my head and losing, I would procrastinate, I would waste time going like a week-long fucking rut, cry, cut, and now my life is worse than before. On top of that, I was on so many fucking meds that I would feel sluggish all the fucking time. And if I tried to do something that's different from the routine that I'm comfortable with, I would fucking die. I needed a way to make locking in easy so I can get out of the miserably depressing life I'm in. What I didn't understand was that I was placing the responsibility of me locking in the hands of someone who's a failure. I mean, like, realistically, it was me who popped Zans. It was me who spent 6,000 hours on Apex Legends. It was me who grinded to top tier in War Thunder. It was me who pulled countless all-nighters binge watching Attack on Titan, Black Clover. Like, it was me who fucked up my life this badly. Enough with this, like, cute, it's not your fault for being depressed. Like, bitch, yes, it fucking is. I genuinely deserve the outcome of my results, because I haven't been fucking doing anything meaningful in my life. So placing the responsibility of becoming locked in the hands of me, a mentally ill failure who struggles with the basic task of existing, that makes locking in just so much more harder. It's so much easier to lock in when you have someone who has dealt with everything you're going through right now be responsible for whether or not you lock in, because you simply won't make any mistakes. You simply won't fall into any ruts. You simply won't relapse or like fuck up or anything, which compared to how many mistakes you've done in your life right now, that's pretty fucking crazy. That means there would be 100% chance that you genuinely lock in and your suffering ends fast. So fast, in fact, that I did it with Kevin, who was genuinely planning his own suicide when I met him. And then 2 weeks later, he now loves life because he's so fucking dialed in. Yumi, same thing. My broski, same thing. Like, if you are tired of being tired, done with the painful, repetitive, agonizing life you're in, there is 100% chance that 2 weeks from now, your suffering ends. And again, the way this works is because instead of feeling better, which is what fucking therapy does, you become better. And so that makes you genuinely enjoy life. But since you place the responsibility in the hands of someone who knows what the fuck they're doing, it genuinely happens. So if you want that, just DM me on Discord or join my Discord server and I can do that for you. Now, going off of the idea that you're placing your life in the hands of a failure, how do you get rid of that voice, that personality, that side of you that keeps on failing, that pretty much wants you dead, that wants you to relapse, that wants you to waste your life? How do you get rid of that voice? Well, you need to understand why it's there in the first place so then you can actually get rid of it. The side of you that's a failure is like a weed in a garden. If you simply like rip out the weed, the stem of the weed, the roots of that personality, that weed, are still in the ground. And so it just comes back. That's why life always goes to shit after day 6. That's why you can never stick to anything. That's why you can never be consistent. The failure side of you grows back because the roots are still there. So we have to get rid of the roots of this personality. Simply ripping out the stem, again, doesn't work because it's just gonna make you repeat your agonizing, repetitive cycle of life. So instead of trying to rip it out, instead of trying to lock in and change your life, like right here, right now, let your brain rest. If you don't do anything, if you receive 0 input, so no work, no school, no computer, no phone, no YouTube, you make sure that nothing enters your brain, you're not feeding that weed anything. And so it just starves, it naturally dies. Then, once it's dead, you have like a clean slate, a clean garden to where you can plant the personality of you being locked in, and then you can actually lock in because there's no weed personality, there's no voice that makes you hate yourself that's gonna hinder your progress. Your painful cycle finally fucking ends. But again, for this to work, you need 0 input. That side of you, the voice, it's a weed. It grows off of any input, any brain thinking that you do. It grows if you try to lock in, it grows if you try to be productive, and it especially grows if you binge scroll YouTube shorts or something. So literally just power off your phone, turn off your computer, unplug the fucking HDMI port on your computer, and just lie on the bare solid floor, stare at a wall for 3 days. Literally 3 days. Just starve that weed, that personality, the voice inside your head that's making you hate your life, that's keeping you in the cycle of pain in your life. Starve it by staring at a wall for a solid 2 hours a day, by just walking aimlessly around your neighborhood for a solid 3 hours by cleaning your room for once. Like, genuinely, do actions that get zero input into your brain. Anything that comes into your brain feeds that weed, and so it will never fucking go away. If you literally just stare at a wall, you will starve that personality. It'll die naturally without you doing any work. It's literally the easiest thing in the fucking world. And now you have a clean slate where you can add the personality of you being locked in. Because now at this point, you won't have to battle the voice in your head. You won't have to battle that weed, that parasite that's been keeping you a failure for what, a solid 10 years? Holy shit. Now that I've told you this method, how realistic is it that you are gonna fail? How likely is it that you are not gonna power off your phone, that you're not gonna power off your computer, and you're gonna continue rotting in your repetitive, agonizing life to where you can't take it anymore and you die? If you know you need a guaranteed way to end your suffering, become that ideal version of you to where life stops paining you, become better instead of feel better, which, as you know, doesn't work if you've ever been to therapy, DM me on Discord. And when I say guaranteed, I genuinely fucking mean it. Right now, I have 100% success rate. I did it with Kevin, Broski, Yumi, and all of them became better. There's 100% chance that you become better, your suffering ends, and you love life all in 2 weeks. It's not like you feel fine with your shitty life. You genuinely improve the quality of your life to where it doesn't fucking bother you actually like existing. This happens in 2 weeks. 100% fucking chance. Not 99, not 97, not 80%, 100. If you want that, DM me on Discord or join my Discord server. This is literally better than $200 an hour therapy.